Certainly, Nigeria, 64 years after independence, should not be a developing country. Nigeria should be a developed nation. As president of the African Development Bank, as I travel around Africa, one issue that often marks conversations is, when will Nigeria develop? I have listened to several leaders tell me that the rise of Africa depends on the rise of Nigeria. As the largest black nation on earth, we carry within us the hopes and aspirations of all black people in the world. The yearnings that this nation will become a beacon in the world and an inspiration that will elevate the whole continent of Africa. It is therefore time that we start thinking of Nigeria not in terms of what or where we currently are or how we currently see ourselves, but rather in terms of the responsibility of history that we must lift all of Africa. When the Gulf region was to develop, it took Saudi Arabia to set the pace. And today, United Arab Emirates, Qatar and Kuwait, each of those nations have risen to become global giants. When Europe had to develop, it needed Germany, the United Kingdom and France to spur the growth across the continent. When Asia had to develop, it took China, Japan and South Korea to spark even wider growth from Singapore to India, Malaysia and Indonesia. For Africa to develop, it needs Nigeria to develop faster. History beckons on Nigeria, and we cannot disappoint. So I would like to speak to you today about building a global Nigeria. From the onset, I want to be very clear that I'm not here to criticize any government, past or present.
If Nigeria must develop, our political leaders have to wake up.
They are wallowing in deep slumber.
They have neglected this country for so long. Things has to be done right. Employment has to be created. The next generation future has to be addressed. Things have to be changed. How to empower indigenous company has to be encouraged. The Jackpot syndrome has to be looked into. See how they can create employment. See how they can increase salary incentive of those that are working. See how to create enabling environment for indigenous companies to strive. Nigeria should encourage production, manufacturing, technology, innovation, and creativity. If Nigeria cannot be developed by Nigerians, Nigerians will not go anywhere.